Secondary.
Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Light the beam and bang the drum. It is a Thursday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma, where we are obviously massively distracted right along with the rest of y'all, I assume, watching the first game of the college football playoff semifinals.
Go Canes!
Unstable that it's on a Thursday and Friday night. I don't like it.
5 days of straight football.
I do like that. Okay, I take back everything. LG, dump all of that. I love that these games are Thursday and Friday. It gives us something to be distracted by tonight. College doesn't want to go up against the...
It's 5 days of meaningful football. It's
It
all
is.
playoffs.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Like
Playoffs.
that. Okay, I hadn't thought about it as 5 consecutive
Yes.
days of meaningful football games. We will. We got a lot to get to tonight. We've got a lot of meaningful football to talk about, not just the college football playoffs. We talked about that on Tuesday, but obviously we're going to react to whatever we see happen in this Ole Miss Miami game. We've got main Seggy. We're going to talk about those NFL playoff games, NFL wildcard weekend kicking off on Saturday. I got some picks to make as well because...
Oh, you're trying to catch up, man.
Well, I mean,
It's getting a little thin.
We're going to close out the NFL year. We're going to close out... There are 6 games this week, so we're going to pick 6.
Yeah, you know I'm a homer. I'm going to pick the Niners even though I don't like. But I get points.
You get a lot of points,
I get
which
points.
is...
Not a lot. It's not like... It's 4.5.
It's 5.5 right now when I wrote it this afternoon. But we'll get to that.
Making us the underdog. They said... I love it.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of plays on the underdogs this week. We'll get into that in the main Seggy. Also, got to mention the coaching.
Bite my bookie up here or something.
Got to mention the coaching carousel as well because we've seen a lot of jobs open up across the NFL. Some more surprising than others, and of course, no Cal notes. We did the last edition of those on Tuesday night.
Even though Jared says he wants to retire with the most trophies ever.
See, I said we weren't. You're the one pigeonholing, forcing Cowboys talk into this. So every time you bitch about why are we talking about the stupid Cowboys, just remember.
Hey, it's Jared.
It's nowhere on my
the
run
gambler.
sheet.
It's the gambler.
Nowhere on my run sheet. You brought the Cowboys up.
I did.
No, we're not going to waste any time talking about Jerry. Literally in one sentence. So, I just pulled a Jerry. I said we're not going to waste any time talking about it.
But we're going to talk one sentence.
We're going to talk about one sentence from the hour-plus long press conference they did yesterday. In one sentence, Jerry, in discussing, talking about hiring a new defensive coordinator, he said, look, we did things a certain way and it didn't work out. So we obviously got to make some changes, and the decision's going to be, not only mine, but Steven and Will and Shoddy, and we're going to do things the way we've always done things. Everyone's going to be involved, and it's like, well, which one is it?
You're contradicting yourself with every sentence.
In the same sentence.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it a different way. So we're going to talk with me and my son.
That's correct. Yep. Yep.
Maybe the coach.
Our
I don't
pseudo
know.
GM and the coach, who is just nothing but a puppet. So yeah, we're not going to spend any time on that. We'll talk about the Cowboys again when they actually hire a defensive coordinator. But we do have Spurs notes, of course, to get to. They were able to bounce back last night, win the second game of that back-to-back.
Low scoring game. That was surprising.
Held the Lakers to the lowest total the Spurs have held a team to all season. Now,
Both teams
granted,
play hard.
it was basically... It was the
It was a
Los
flashback
Angeles
to the 90s. And
It was the Los Angeles Lucas because they had everybody, Austin Reeves and LeBron out. It was a bit of a mash unit for them. But we saw the Spurs drop the game against Memphis when Memphis had
they played to their opponents.
everybody out.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
so we'll talk some Spurs before we get into the main seggy, and then of course lightning round to close it out, where we had another big concert announced for the Alamo Dome this year. So I thought we'd look at the Alamo Dome has a lot of big shows coming up this year.
they're like
It's going to surprise you. Some of the ones I guess I forgot when they were announced, or I completely missed it. Some big shows. So we'll talk about that in lightning round, as well as Tuesday night went so well with you closing the show with a clip you picked. This is the new me in 2026. This is me.
I'm gonna let it ride.
No more control issues. No more I don't. It doesn't have to be exactly what I have on the run sheet. If you've got something, good like a robot kicking a dude in the nuts, we're gonna get to it. And so we'll see. We'll see if you can go 2 for 2 this week.
I almost asked you for a notebook. This
Hey!
it's like role reversal. I don't do role reversal, except when I'm getting probed. But
No, I thought you were gonna say except when you were getting egged with a pea.
whoa,
That's role reversal.
whoa, sir,
It's the
not
new
this
me.
guy.
It's the new
Not
me.
this guy.
2026.
Hey, a finger is not.
That's a medical term,
That's
so
a
you
medical-
can say it.
Yes.
No, but as always, I should also say we are broadcasting live once again here on the north side of San Antonio, 11 days away from the college football natty. It's also a big national day. It's something I look at you and I just think this is a day you celebrate. This is a day you look forward to.
So now you know who I am.
I mean, I just learned you're into role reversal. So.
I'm not into role reversal.
Check the tape. Check the tape. I will say Tuesday night was National Bean Day, and I celebrated accordingly. Buddy, if someone had lit a match in our house overnight, the whole thing might have just shot halfway to Mars.
That's me with ice cream, man.
Ice cream? Are you lactose intolerant?
Heavily.
Okay.
Heavily.
Well,
Do not if you say milk, I might squeeze out one.
God, that's not medical term.
Flagellants.
There we go. No, Steph made some wicked black bean soup, so
I love me a good black bean.
I feel like there's
It's a good one. Not what's the one you eat on New Year's? Black Eyed
Black
Peas.
Eyed Pea.
Yeah, they can kick rocks.
Yeah, I'm not big on it. Yeah, not a whole lot of time for that. But today, it is National Bubble Bath Day. I couldn't even get it out without cracking. I couldn't hold. I just look at
Do you see? Like I'd light the candles.
1,000%.
Put the soap bomb in
Put
there.
some Jamiroquai on.
Little menthol.
Maybe a little
menthol to open up my sinuses.
Yeah, look.
You know.
You are accurately describing the mental image I see when I think of National Bubble Bath Day.
Leave me alone for 15 minutes. That's all I asked for.
It's the one thing I
Is that
miss.
too much?
It's the one thing I miss in the house that we've lived in now for 7 years.
Oh yeah, like
6.5 years. I don't have a bath.
6 years in my new house. I got the ultimate shower package, which is a walk-in dual-headed shower, and it's
Oh, wow.
it's amazing. I love
Somebody
it.
comes from money.
Oh,
Ultimate shower package.
someone's got some bills.
That's how you really know you're rich, when you
Yeah.
have a shower that shoots 5 different directions.
Oh, and then there's it's called a Speakman. I went on the internet to find the best shower head with the best pressure because we live in a low flow neighborhood, greenhouse, whatever. So it's crappy pressure. So I'm like, I need some jets. I need some some oomph behind it. They're called Speakmans.
Okay.
It's what the luxury hotels like the Ritz Carlton use,
Oh, okay.
and that thing will get going on you.
It's one of those deals where, like I always thought my life was just fine with the showers I've only ever been
It's
introduced
the
to.
little luxuries in life.
You
that will
stay at
get
a fancy restaurant, kind of like the Japanese toilets.
Oh,
Like
man.
once it just shatters your whole perspective on life. You realize what the rich people are getting to experience every day.
I've always said I'm never gonna start a GoFundMe, but I might for a Japanese toilet.
That's not a bad idea.
I like it. That could be a good bit.
Speaking of, a good way to support this program and help us buy a Japanese toilet for our studio here, that is, of course, the many different ways you can support us. One, subscribe, totally free on YouTube. LG, tell the people. I forgot to throw it out there on Tuesday because we do have ways that you can financially support this thing going into the new year.
We actually got we got a subscription last week, Tuesday, and we forgot to do it. Save Earth saves the world or something.
Oh, look, no
God,
camera.
LG is
I'm
broadcasting
dead.
from a black void.
The voice of God is true.
Either way, you can subscribe, and you can also throw us some cash with the super chat.
Cool little graphics, beer mug.
Yeah, and if you throw a super chat in there or subscribe, it'll add a little graphic or a coin. It's either a coin or the logo
Is it an ice cube?
that
That
falls
was
in
an ice
there.
cube last time.
No, it's the logo.
Oh, it's the logo. Oh, LG stepping it up on us. Happy New Year.
I was about to say, we're getting more and more professional by the...
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
Yes, that's what I hear.
Sportscave.live on everything.
That's what I hear. I hear
On
we have
everything.
a growing social footprint.
Yes.
As LG said, if you do throw a super chat out there, if it's on topic, we'll get to it in the middle of the segment. If not, we'll do them all before the lightning round. So hang around. If you throw one out there that's off topic, I'll make sure we get to it. Again, one of the goals of 2026, trying to get a bit more, not organized, but
Bigger footprint.
yeah, bigger footprint.
Another
for
mic.
sure.
I want another mic so we can have guests. Like, shout out to Fajita Man who hit me up on Insta. Still doing his promotions, backyard fighting.
Oh, that dude's
Yeah,
still
he's
going?
like, I still want to come on. And I'm like, when we get that third mic, check your inbox.
We need to check back in on. Is he still?
He's still going, man.
Okay.
He's still doing events. I think he took it back to the roots, and he's
I was
doing it
about to
backyard,
say,
which I
because-
like. I like that. That's I don't want to go to clubs.
Yeah,
I don't
we
want
had
to, I don't want
talked
to deal
to
with
him.
lines.
We had talked to him about coming on or about going to the backyard ring they had set up to actually watch a fight. But then it seemed like he was getting into the club promotion game, and
Yeah, I think some other people were trying to pull strings.
Sure.
Like, we were trying to hit when the iron's hot, but
Look,
we'll get you on,
chase,
man. I like
chase your money, and I would never fault you, but the whole angle, the whole thing that made it badass was the fact that it was just two dudes wailing on each other in the backyard of a south
And you're
side.
slanging fajitas at the man. That's great.
Everything about that is great. No, it's good to hear good to hear they went back to their roots. You want to start with what I watched here? Because
Yeah.
we're going to start with, obviously, I think what we're all watching, 30 seconds left here in the first half of this Miami Ole Miss game.
Trying to get into field goal range, you think?
It's gone about as expected, I think. After what Miami has done in the first 2 rounds and who they've beat,
Yeah, like they gave up a 75-yard run. Like, other than that, besides now, they kind of look like they're playing just coverage defense, making them with 24 seconds left. But the defense is stout.
yeah, that Miami defense is, I mean,
I've not seen Michael Irving, which is a damn shame.
yeah, it feels like, has
Put-
ESPN put
Give me some playmaker.
has ESPN put an embargo on the Michael Irvin coverage?
I think the whipping, the belt thing.
I wondered how I
don't know if there's like racial element to it.
well,
or
everything
just,
could
like,
have, I mean,
the tension in the thing, but we need more playmaker. But I did not know this, and I found this out today watching another little show that I'm not going to plug because we don't get money for it. Michael Irvin was the creator of the U. He created that. He started that.
no way.
He said
All right,
when
I
he
gotta
first
fact check you in real time.
I mean, it came from his mouth.
Yeah.
So unless he's outright lying, he was like first got a job as an analyst post football career, and he wanted to do something because they know they were going to talk about the Miami Hurricanes, and he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do anything big, and he didn't want to say Hurricanes because it had Kane in it, and he didn't want to have to say anything about other Canes stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Cocaine and anything like that. So he made up the U, and he's claiming it.
As he should claim it.
And
This
he's like Chris Berman was gonna say something. He's like, I know Chris Berman was gonna say something, so he's like, I had to make up something.
This feels like all the different origin stories of Bevo that UT has.
oh,
like
the 13-0.
yeah,
Is that
or
true?
again,
My stepfather's an Aggie, so I don't believe him.
believe whatever you want because of no one. It's so tangled now. I'm not sure anyone knows how it really started.
It's an entanglement.
According to Google, the most trusted search.
It better be TMZ. That's the most trusted.
That's the most trusted source in America.
yes.
The most trusted search engine. A cheerleader named Bill Tagano is who they are crediting with the.
All right, all you masculine bros. He said a cheerleader, and then he put Bill Degano out on me.
Buddy,
You just blew my head.
have you seen what a? Have you seen?
I know they're male cheerleaders. They hold the girls up.
Yeah, when I
Even
was
though I
at,
want to see some strong women, do what men can do.
I mean, equality is only when it's convenient. There was when I was at Texas State, half the rugby team were the male cheerleaders, and so it was a bunch of dudes that would
grab
absolutely
ass,
rock
you
the
know?
head, but they would immediately throw fists and rock your world if you said anything. Like I don't. It's the male cheerleader I grew up with was like small town Texas, one flamboyant dude in our class that was a male cheerleader. It was not the powerlifting, rugby player. So I fear the college male chearleader.
I know.
I don't have a whole lot
he's
bad to say about them.
His job is actually to train cheerleaders, and he's a male cheerleader, and he's definitely he's a coxman to say.
To say.
But what's better than just being around all the hot girls, grabbing ass, throwing them around? You're there.
No, again, there's
I'm
a lot
here.
there's a lot of obvious logic into if you can just get past the social stigma as we're BSing the Ole Miss kicker successful.
Oh, he nailed it.
17-13, 11 seconds left. It's funny to think about. Miami, you talked about how good their defenses looked. All year going up against ACC teams, anything you said about their defense was always immediately followed up with, but they're ACC teams.
Yeah, look who they're playing.
Exactly. Look who they're playing. But now we've seen them do it to
Big Ten,
and
SEC.
right, and now doing it to
another
another SEC. And granted, Ole Miss definitely the most explosive offense that they've faced yet.
I love the coach looks like a East Coast mafia boss. That's
Ole Miss's coach?
No, Miami.
Oh, yeah, Mario Cristobal. Dude.
Like he's in witness protection program and stuff.
No, he absolutely looks like a bouncer for the mob working in a Miami nightclub. he kind of, I love it when head coaches fit. Like when you see, like you look at him and you're like, that guy looks like he's from Miami. Or like that guy looks like he's from Michigan or wherever. When Harbaugh was at Michigan.
Yeah.
That seemed
Sweet Gundy with his mullet.
That was a pretty good one.
That was the best thing on Saturdays.
Yeah, that was a pretty good match.
Especially when he had the little curl on it. He put the little Jerry curl. Just let your soul glow.
The Ole Miss head coach, I'd forgot. Andy reminded me earlier during the radio show. I forgot he spent time on UTSA's staff when Frank Wilson was the head coach. He was a part of that staff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
And Lane Kiffin snatched him up.
Yeah, he bounced. I think he bounced somewhere. Yeah, Pete Golding. He bounced somewhere before hooking up with Lane, I think, but I'd have to look it up. But we'll definitely be distracted by that as the show goes along because I said it Tuesday night that I was going to attempt to not go over 2 hours, but we had a lot to recap Tuesday. We got a lot to get to today in the main seggy, so I'm going to try to get to it quicker so we can spend more time on the NFL games coming up, and we don't have Cal notes, so that we should be able to finish. I say all that to say we should be able to finish.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
No, we should be able to finish.
You got LG banging his head in the other room.
About the time, well, we won't be able to see him this time because he's not on camera. About the time this game ends, because it's 6:30 kickoff, so 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock ends.
Halftime at 7 or 8:30.
That was a long first half.
Yeah. It seemed like it was going to go quick because Miami was just running the clock.
Yeah, and I guess they didn't actually kick off till closer to 6:50.
Well,
so we'll see, but we'll check back in on the game periodically as they get into the second half. Spurs notes, shall we?
Those Spurs.
As we were sitting here Tuesday night, the Spurs were in the midst of losing a very winnable game in Memphis.
Yeah, all their backups, man.
Yeah, Memphis was using 5 G League or two-way players.
What's up with Ja Morant? Is he just injury prone, or is he just he's trying to get the F out of Memphis?
I would say definitely a little bit of injury prone, but also probably pretty anxious to get the F out of Memphis too. I think it could probably be both.
It's a little mixture of that. All right.
Yeah, the game Tuesday night, the third quarter woes showed up again. The Spurs got up to an 11-point lead there in the third quarter, and then Memphis went on a 20-7 run during that third quarter. It seems like every time you start to feel like the Spurs have figured out their third quarter problems, it tends to pop up again. And I'm like a lot of things with this Spurs team right now, I'm just chalking that up to young team, inexperienced, still struggling coming out of the locker room after halftime. And on top of all of that, they're a year ahead of schedule. So these growing pains are necessary, and it's actually the learning curve is being expedited, which is in the long run a good thing.
I want to know who our shooting coach is. I know his ain't Dave England no more, but when 3 of our 4 starters have single digits point wise, and they go 4 for 18, 2 for 5, 1 for 6, and then we got Castle going 5 for 14, but he's still getting to the line.
Okay, that's what I thought. You just confused Chip England,
Cheap better Dave.
the
England.
former. Do you know who Dave England is, though?
Isn't that Jackass?
That is Jackass. Yes. That's why as soon as you said Dave England, I couldn't let it go. I was like,
Yeah.
why the hell do I know that name? I know that's not right.
I was kind of like, just push it through.
Yeah,
just
just
like,
ahead,
I don't think
just
that was his name.
Plow
but-
through. You were halfway. I had to look it up, though. Yeah, no, the former Jackass cast member, now turned Oklahoma City's shooting coach,
Yeah.
Chip Dave England. Yeah, I don't know who the Spurs.
Funny, Oklahoma City.
I don't know who the Spurs shooting coach is off the top of my head. I know they added Sean Sweeney, Jimmy Barron.
Well, Jimmy
Apparently.
Barron needs to start hitting some milestone marks because that was ugly. in
Yeah.
Memphis. I mean, how do you force the ball in the basket? A, stop taking 3-pointers. B, go to the hole. Better passing.
Yeah, I mean, looking at there's a couple guys that stand out, and we're going to talk about each game individually. But since you kind of brought it up here, I'd written down a couple numbers here over these last 2 games, Memphis and the Lakers last night. Harrison Barnes has 9 total points, 3 for 11 on field goals, 0 for 4 on 3-point attempts. First of all, he's only shooting 2 threes a game over the last 2 games. That tells me that says to me less about Harrison Barnes and more about the stagnation of the offense. Because when the offense is running really smoothly, Harrison Barnes is getting more 3-point attempts naturally. He's
And
not a kind of
open
player.
looks and
Exactly. He's not a player who's forcing 3-point shots off the dribble or on his own. They're all coming as a function of the offense. And then the other one who had the attempted game-winning shot blocked in Memphis Tuesday night, De'Aaron Fox.
Yep.
He is 9 for 32 on field goal attempts these last 2 games. You ready for the 3-point? 1 for 14
Good
over the last
God.
2 games.
So
for
that's
De'Aaron
why they
Fox.
celebrated yesterday when he actually hit one.
That's right. That was his one of the last 14 attempts he has taken. So again,
Are we revisiting that we need a shooter?
I think you can say the ascension of Julian Champagny as more of a consistent assassin, although he had an off game
I mean, he was 5 for 8 from 3 in Memphis.
in Memphis, but had an off game last night.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean you can never have too much shooting in the NBA, and I think that is if you're looking at ways to increase the not talent on this roster, but increase the complementary pieces on this roster. I think the one thing that is missing more than anything is shooting off the bench, and maybe even shooting in the starting lineup, actually. But you're not going to mess with a whole lot there.
We also had 6 games in 4. 4 games in 6 days.
So 4 games in 6 days, 2 sets of back-to-backs. Have you looked at the upcoming schedule?
Oh my God! Don't tell me we're having more of this. I know it's going to be a lot of away games. We got the rodeo road trip.
They play another back-to-back this Saturday and Sunday. So the last 6 games the Spurs have played have been 3 sets of back-to-backs. They had
Why?
it's
Why? Ask your AI overlord. Is there any other team with 3 back-to-backs in a row going in? Does anybody else have that schedule?
I'd be curious.
conflict?
I'd be curious to hear what the AI overlords reported back on that, because it does feel I can't remember a time where an NBA team played 3 consecutive sets of back-to-back.
I remember
game.
a couple times Pop would be like, "This is our 3rd game in 5 days," and he would make it a point to be like, "Do better, NBA," And I'm sure he's feels the exact same way, but we're not going to hear from him.
I mean, 4 games out of 6 days is insane to begin with.
Yeah.
If it was just that would be a crazy talking point. That would be a crazy fact. But it's the 4 games in 6 days.
But they're giving them 2 days off now, so it's all right. Like, what is this, college?
Right. I mean, it does feel
My knees hurt just thinking about that.
and looking at the trend so far, the Spurs have split these back-to-backs. They won against the Pacers, lost to the Trailblazers, and then lost to the Grizzlies and beat the Lakers last night. Speaking of that Lakers game, you mentioned the great, superb defense the Spurs played, held the Lakers to 91 points, the least amount of points the Spurs have given up all season. Got a great game from Keldon Johnson off the bench, but he ended up with 27.
Yeah, I think he had 27 points. Yeah.
Yeah. Timely baskets in the second half from him, though. It wasn't an empty 27.
He's making a strong case for sixth man of the year, which, looking at the numbers for the other 6 men, he has a better field goal percentage, he has lower minutes, he has more points, and he has more assists and rebounds.
Let's see. Since you brought that up, let's go.
I looked at that graphic like a week and a half ago, so I don't know if it's changed over it, but like I know he didn't have the highest minutes, but he was up there in average, like scoring 14.5 points. His rebounding was like 7.5 because he's on the glass on the offensive rebound like a beast, man. I love him. Like he's being that dog that we need off the bench.
So right now he has the 4th best odds according to BetMGM. 4th best odds to win 6th man of the year. Naz Reid, Jaime Jaquez, Anthony Black are the 3 names ahead of him. And they are, in terms of odds, they are significantly ahead of him. Kind of surprising. Dylan Harper has the 7th best odds.
Whoa.
That's kind of fun. I mean, he won't jump Keldon, or I wouldn't expect him to, unless all of a sudden he's getting a major bump in minutes because of injury or something. But yeah, I think.
Do we start Harper at any time?
So the question
over Barnes.
I was about to say the question becomes how small can you go? Because Barnes is already when you think of traditional power forward, you don't think of Harrison Barnes. He can play it. He plays it well. He plays it like a veteran. But if you were to remove him from the starting lineup, you'd be playing basically Julian Champagnie at power forward, and then you'd have
Champagnie's bigger than Harper.
He's way more of a. I mean, Harper. You're playing Harper on the perimeter because of his
ball handling
creation
skill.
and ball handling and facilitating.
Yeah,
you're playing. Champagnie would slide into that kind of spot up shooting 4-man like Harrison Barnes is playing right now.
I mean, once Wemby gets back into the starting lineup, I mean, you don't have to be that big at point when you got a 7'6" center.
And I think that really does. I mean, it kind of is that simple in a lot of ways because you're not going. No one plays traditional post up basketball with their 4-man. Outside of.
They're all centers now. Joker.
Outside, and even like Oklahoma City, who runs double bigs with Chet and Hartenstein. Hartenstein's posting up, and Chet's playing on the perimeter.
And all Hartenstein's got that little
that little
floater
push. Yeah, little push shot floater. So I think you could. I mean, I think there probably is a scenario where you get away with playing Champagnie at the 4 against most teams, and then go from a more of a matchup by matchup starting 5.
I think Barnes just needs some rest.
That's kind of what I think too. It kind of feels like
he's our old man on the team, man.
It kind of feels like the whole team has hit not a wall, but it's definitely kind of hit a plateaued stretch where you can kind of see the fumes that they're running on a little bit.
But what we're seeing is they're not destroying the teams. They should obviously destroy Memphis's G League team. But then we are stepping up for the games that are prime time, like yesterday. And we're doing our job defensively. Even when we're not doing offensively, we're doing it defensively. So we're finding ways to win. But we don't show out like an OKC does against like a Utah.
No, I mean, the fact that SGA has played in less than half of the fourth quarters this year
Yeah.
because they're just blowing the doors off teams, we haven't seen that. And I do think, in like talking about the Spurs team being a year ahead of schedule, talking about the growing pains of relying on young players who haven't achieved a level of consistency yet in the league, I think that's what it results in.
Yep.
Is you're playing the most crunch time minutes of any team in the league. You're constantly in close games, whether it's the Thunder or the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they're not getting that rest, even though they're starting.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. You're seeing, every single night starters be stretched into the 30s. We should talk about that real quick. Although I saw Royce threw a super chat in there. Let's get to it. Good evening, gentlemen. Spurs trade predictions.
Shout out Royce. Man, I don't know anybody off the top of my head that's on the trade market. Like, it'd have to be like a deep role player.
We talked about it a little Tuesday. I mean, the idea, the pathway the Spurs are going to take, I don't think involves trading for a starter, trading for a guy that's going to crack the starting five. I mean, your idea of Harper taking a spot in the starting five, I think, is way more likely than them trading for a guy that becomes a starter. I don't think either are that likely. I think they're going to stick
We
with.
need like an old man Kerr just to come in and just.
And that's
If
where
we're having a bad game, we need you to, light it up behind the arc.
We talked about it Tuesday night, and we saw it last night. After being a DNP, Jeremy Sohan comes in and is a pest on Luka all night, bringing the ball up. Even saw him get slapped at the end of the game by
He got
Vando.
finger poked, man.
Yeah,
Poked
was that
in
what
the
it was, a
face?
poke?
Yeah, it was a little poke in the face. We're going to have to fight if you do that. Don't do that.
Well, and it looked like Sohan wasn't as interested in it, but Champagny gave him a good shove to get away. But we talked about Sohan and the expiring contract of Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
And if you combine those two guys, you're in that $17 to $20 million range, which puts you in the range of the name that has been mentioned the most with the Spurs so far, Klay Thompson. I don't think that happens. I'm not suggesting, but the idea of getting a 3-point shooter on a contract somewhere in the high teens, I think that's your most likely.
It's going to be a name that
trade target
that we didn't think of. Like, in my opinion, it's going to be someone I'm going to be like, oh, let me look him up, But I don't think we move off. Sohan gave us some energy last night. So I think that's going to be revisited by the coaching staff to be like, yeah, he's not, we're not going to put him more minutes over Keldon, or we're going to start giving him 18 minutes a game, but give him 10, if we're running out Corey Bryant out there, run Sohan,
Yeah, I did see they sent Carter Bryant down to the G League.
I'm just making up names today.
Well, you're halfway on there. Yeah, I do think the pathways they have to go to upgrade this roster, it doesn't have to include Sohan in a trade, because with the Olynyk expiring and all of the future draft picks they have the assets to go out and bring another piece in without giving up Sohan. I think if you could find a team that is in love with Jeremy Sohan's potential, and a team that is thinking he is more than just a role player or a bench guy over the next few years and could develop into a consistent, productive starter, then I think if you can find a team that values him, it would probably be smart to include him in a deal, but not to force it, because I agree with you. You don't want to do something that disrupts the chemistry of this
second
team.
in the West.
Right, exactly. So anything you do is picking at the fringes.
Yeah. You know which team that I'd have to do research and kind of see who's their shooter, who's expendable, is the one Trae Young just went to, the Wizards. they're tanking, you know? So give them a draft pick. So I feel like Sohan could be that energy for him and be like, hey, I've done a rebuilding team. And I was on it when we started figuring it out and winning. He could be that earpiece.
The problem is the Wizards just sent their best shooter to the Hawks in that trade. They Corey Kispert was really the only.
So there's no one else really. Not really.
The Wizards are pretty bad, man.
It's what we say. They got potential.
Yeah, they do have some former top picks on that roster, but not a lot that I think a playoff team would be looking to comb through. I mean,
hey Hawks, you want your number 1 pick back? Give us the shooter.
It's interesting. I mean, so let's talk about the Trae Young deal here for a second, because it does. It does affect the Spurs' summer plans. So the Wizards basically gave up nothing for Trae Young. They give up C.J. McCollum, veteran, contract number to match Trae Young's, but he's not a piece of the long-term plan in Atlanta. Exactly. And Corey Kispert, Gonzaga kid, who I mentioned, just 3-point shooter. But no draft picks were exchanged. It was clear it was a salary dump for Atlanta, and they were comfortable not getting a whole lot back because they wanted out of the Trae Young business. And of course, this relates to the Spurs because the Spurs control Atlanta's first-round draft pick this year. So are we going to see addition by subtraction? The Hawks have been pretty decent. Right at 500 this year when Trae Young was not in the lineup.
When he is, they're at 200.
Right.
So they're like, oh, we're a better team without him. He's a distraction. But you're going to need to draft some young talent, You're going to have to. I don't think the Hawks are never in the mix in the big trade deadline deals. Like, they're not going to get Giannis.
No.
But
if they did, it would be, with the understanding that it's a rental and he's not staying here long term. I mean, I can't.
And you wouldn't do that.
No, and you wouldn't do that at all. The name that they are being connected with, though, now after the Trae Young deal, Anthony Davis.
Oh wow!
Apparently, they have.
Dallas is ready to move.
Oh, Dallas wants out of. I think Dallas wants out of the day as soon as they fired Nico, and
they want all that Nico stank off them.
Yeah, I think. And also, having
shout out to you, Nico.
Having
still my man.
an Anthony Davis that doesn't want to play center, which means he's playing the same position as Cooper Flagg. So then you're stunting Cooper Flagg's development. I think
he's like, let me stand behind the arc. Come on, man.
Yeah, the Anthony Davis experience is one of the most infuriating basketball players, especially at this point, at 31, almost 32-year-old Anthony Davis.
For some reason, for Atlanta to be one of the biggest cities in the U.S., and it seems like it's not a boring town,
It seems quite fun, actually.
Yeah, like it's the A. Their sports teams, besides the Braves, are just they're not good. Like the Falcons. Nah.
Yeah, I'm not sure
they got the MLS team over us. I don't know if you remember that. We were trying to get a MLS team, and Atlanta stole it basically from us.
Well, that was and that was also involved with Columbus stealing it as well to turn it into Austin. The Hawks are interesting though because looking at the NBA standings right now, so the Hawks trade Trae Young, but they currently sit in a play-in spot.
Yeah, like the second to last play-in, right?
Yeah, they are the 9th seed in the East right now. But more importantly, you look at the teams that are below them, immediately below them. The Bulls are the 10 seed. Bucks are the 11 seed. And both of them are, Bulls are 1 game behind the Hawks. Bucks are 2 games behind the Hawks. Technically, actually, Hawks, Bulls tied.
I thought the Bulls had a hot start. Like
they did, and then they fell back down to earth. But the Bulls are also a team that is not looking to fall out of a play-in spot. They're competing on whatever level they can this year with what they have. The Bucks obviously trying to convince Giannis not to demand a trade, so they're not going to punt on the season. So the Hawks are right there going to be playing to be a playoff team this year. So the Anthony Davis interest makes sense in the short term if you're Atlanta.
What are they going to give Dallas? Is Dallas just looking to dump them cap-wise or what?
Well, I mean, the names and the asset that immediately get brought up first is the stupid Pelicans unprotected pick that Atlanta got from draft night as we were doing the draft watch party, and just were like, what?
Yeah, why?
Also, now granted, New Orleans drafted Derek Queen with that pick, who's a good player.
He's a good guy.
But you're giving up a future unprotected in a year where right now, you want to take a guess on how many wins the Pelicans have?
12.
Buddy, they have 8. The Pelicans are
Light that beam.
8-31, tied with Sacramento for worst record in the West. So Atlanta.
Zion. Do you think Zion wants out?
That's the other big question. That's Atlanta's biggest asset.
Yeah.
And then the other name, the most recent number 1 overall pick the year before Wemby, Zachary Richache, the French kid. Which, if you're
A lot of French.
if you're holding out thinking he might have actual first pick overall potential, maybe you're more interested in the player to pair with Cooper than you are the pick. But I think Dallas is trying to get that pick, and Atlanta's saying, why don't you take this former number 1 overall pick instead, so we can keep that pick.
He's got
ourselves.
a lot of potential, and don't you have to go against the other Frenchman in the down I-35?
I do worry, though. I do worry that Atlanta, post Trae Young trade, is going to be a better basketball team because they're addition by subtraction from the Trae Young deal, and they're rumored to be actively engaged in trying to still make that roster better. So,
And you said February 2nd, end of the trade deadline, or
yeah, what did we say? February 5th, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I think that's right. We were talking about it on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah,
man.
February 5th, trade deadline.
I don't know, Greg. Dick Jefferson, the best trade acquisition for the Spurs. Get out of here. Oh, Dickie J.
Yeah,
He was good when he had Jason Kidd thrown to him
I
for
was
some
about
reason.
to say, I'm not so sure about that, Greg. The only other thoughts, notes I had from the Spurs this week, I mentioned the back-to-back coming up this weekend.
Who are they playing on those back-to-backs?
Celtics Saturday,
Wow.
and then T-Wolves Sunday.
That's a stretch. That's 2 difficult teams. Celtics are playing good basketball.
Yep. Jaylen Brown showing potentially being the best two-way player in the league this year
Yeah.
between offense and defense.
I'm excited to see Jalen because Steph Castle's probably going to match on him.
Oh, yeah. That's your matchup.
Steph and Jalen. I think
Yeah.
Steph he circled this game.
The fact that the Celtics are the 3 seed in the East right now.
Without Tatum.
I mean, that is
Are they still just shooting threes like they did to win the chip or what?
oh, yeah. Yeah, the identity of the team hasn't changed whatsoever. No.
Oh,
I mean,
wow. Look at number 4 is just dragging all of Ole Miss. Look at that, the bouncer. The bouncer.
I'm telling you, Mario. So we're back. Football, the college game is back on. Mario Cristobal loves nothing more than seeing a 2-yard run turn into a 7-yard run.
It was like a 17-yard.
Was that how long it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
like he drug him for about 15 yards. Oh my God, he threw it like me.
Yeah, I feel like this game could be decided by a random Carson Beck moment of mental flatulence. Just
Don't F it up, Beck.
we're getting.
They call that intentional grounding.
I believe they are.
I think
no
he was outside the
receiver.
pocket.
I'm not so sure about that. Did you have any other thoughts on the Spurs before we
Nah,
move
man,
on?
I'm excited for these next 2 games. Definitely a measuring stick with Boston. Minnesota's reeling. Maybe they get a trade done before the game. Maybe not. Well, what? I mean, wait, definitely not. I keep on thinking it's the end of January.
Yeah, it's
but
still, we're
We
less
got-
than a month away from the deadline,
Yeah.
but as we get closer, we'll definitely be talking more specific about who who might be available, because right now everything's. I mean, besides the names we know, like Anthony Davis, Michael Porter Jr. We knew Trey Young. Now he's been moved.
Yeah, the big guy.
The names,
the big names
that are obviously,
potentially
available through trade. But I don't think, as we said earlier, I don't think the Spurs are in the business of any of those guys' services.
We're gonna have to start paying Wemby. Then Castle's gonna have to get paid,
and that's why you look at the way the Spurs roster is lined up right now, pay wise. It's really, really, really well mapped out.
No more room for stars. You know?
We
need solid role players. We need bench players to come in and put some points up when we're having a drought like we did in Memphis and even yesterday.
And I think that'll be more of the focus as we get closer to the trade deadline. I had one more thing on the Spurs. So, the Spurs have started a new celebration.
Yes.
So I thought we would go down the full evolutionary process here of how we got to this point. So it started, we joke, we light the beam, right?
Yeah.
And the reason we light the beam is because when the Sacramento Kings started doing this 2 years ago, it was so absurd and silly and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it instantly. It was the perfect level.
Wide right.
The perfect level of gimmicky. It was when you saw the pictures of the arena from outside of just this giant purple beam shooting up out of the middle of the roof. It looked like a comic book. It looked like something silly. Do you have that clip, LG? I pulled one of the Kings back late December. They got, I believe, their 4th home win of the season. It's been a rough year for the Kings. They got to light the beam against the Mavs the other night.
I did find out they do light the beam on road wins.
Oh, so they light it.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
It's been lit 8 times.
Okay, so it has been lit. Okay, it's been lit 8 times total. Well, that makes sense. So if you're in the greater Sacramento area, you can see if the Kings won or not.
Hey, the Kings won.
It's lighting.
Or the strip club's up and
or
going.
the new the Purple Parrot is open. It's like lighting the tower at UT. But if you've never seen
Sounds
it,
like the gay strip club, the Purple Parrot.
Strip club's a strip club. I get better service there, I bet.
Yes.
This is what it actually looks like when the Kings light the beam.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's so badass.
Oh, wow. And
It's so silly.
Ooh.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. But it looks like a Star Wars, like a lightsaber turning on.
Yeah.
Just shooting up from mid. Right. You see that kind of
fun with lights.
Fun with, and your look of
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. So when I first saw that, I knew immediately I needed to be a part of it. I needed to make myself a part of this. So that right there is why we light the beam. Not because we're Kings fans. Not because we give a damn about
It's got multiple references.
C-Webb and Jason Williams. Right. No, we light the beam because that bit was so great.
Yeah.
But as is the case, you see it a lot in advertising. Like when, Keith Stone for Keystone, and it's like, the character they create. Well, then you see Dairy Queen doing a Keith Stone character, and then you see another company do it.
Yeah.
Anytime one company does something that is successful, you start to see the copycats and imitations. So this is what the Rockets are doing now. If you have that one next, LG, the Rockets launched their new post-game celebration. They did it right after the New Year. They have something. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to the Kings, where it's prompted by a button with a countdown instead of lighting the beam. It seems like they're like opening the club or doing something. It's like you're pushing the button, and then we're getting
one of the funnest strip clubs I've ever been to is in Houston. But...
you can have.
Oh, buddy.
Watch this.
It's the button.
Yes, and it's like a.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, you get that gritty Houston.
So it's like it's a DJ turntable. It looks like, and it's like he's he's hitting the drop. So
That
it's as the
stupid
beat
fog.
drops. Yeah, and you get the fog.
Fog machine. I hate the fog machine, man.
It's the same fog machine that they run at St. James Place over there, that strip club that's in an old church.
Man, San Diego's clubs and down in like Gaslight District, they love fog. I don't know why. I'm just like walking around and it's just like all I'm smelling is that distilled fog.
Yeah, the
smell,
fog
and I'm
water.
and it's like, oh, but look at all the lasers, bro. And
I'm going to start creating a list, or maybe someone out there listening can help me put a list together. I want a list of the random things that upset you. Like fog, the fake fog machines.
fake fog.
now.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
Obviously, AI.
Alien.
Like I feel like there's a
That's
few.
justified.
Yeah, well, I would think you would say your fear of fog is justified too.
Yeah, it smells.
We need to create a running list. So starts with Light the Beam.
Yeah.
The Rockets got their own new one going now too. The Spurs one, it's a little different.
He's trying to bring Europe into it.
Right.
Yeah, which I mean, granted,
So-
we are an international team.
It makes a lot of sense. A
Yeah.
lot of international city, international team, international history of international players. It's a good fit. It's a good fit for the Spurs, led by Wemby and the Jackals, the new fan group. So last night, this is after Keldon Johnson had 27 off the bench in the win over the Lakers. Keldon led the arena in the, I guess instead of Light the Beam, bang the drum.
I remember the first day they did this, and he's like, "We're gonna start a new tradition."
Yeah.
And there we go, Keldon. Oh, this is him doing it last night?
This
or-
was last night, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
This bit is going to be a lot cooler when they do it after a playoff game or like a home game that clinches a playoff series. That's when I think
Like, why not run this bit out? Like, what got me is they're doing it at the end of the game. No.
Only for wins.
only for wins.
Only for
Yeah.
wins. No, we need to be doing this at the end of the third quarter.
They do it at the beginning of the game as well.
They do it at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
And look, who's that right there in the
Look at
background
that
right there?
guy.
Oh, is he
who's
wearing
that?
like an ugly green hat?
Who's there in that Spurs hat? The one I'm wearing right now, actually.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
The one with the glasses?
We've spotted
Oh, we got the picture on now. Hey.
we've spotted LG in the wild.
There
In the
we go,
wild.
right there, walking
they-
by,
they got
creeping,
the mission.
creeping by.
They got the notes. They got the game plan. You got to get real close to them. Real close to them. Don't startle.
Yeah, I should say this is who did I pull this from earlier? Because as soon as I saw, I completely missed the LG cameo. This was Corey Mose that had Corey Moe. Speaking of Houston, that was who had that footage from the game last night. Yeah,
You can't bang the drum when you miss 78 threes.
well, it's a little
All
hard.
right. Touche.
Little
Maybe
hard.
we'll make a three if we bang the drum in the third quarter, dude. Like, come on. Like, halftime. Like, hey, Spurs are coming back out. Boom, boom.
But like any bit,
Boom, boom.
you can't do it too much because then it loses its value.
Fun with lights. I like the lights. Let's get our own beam.
I put a picture. There was someone that photoshopped a beam coming
Going
out
up.
of the Alamo.
Yeah.
And I thought, what better way to represent the history of the Alamo by shooting a laser beam out the middle of it? That wouldn't be the worst thing. Or could have it coming out of the cenotaph.
You know, the beam just makes me think of like the 9/11 memorial, the Twin Towers. Like,
Oh, I assume that has to be where the idea came from.
just like
Never forget. Hashtag never forget.
Never forget.
But I assume that's 1,000% where someone was paying their respect to the victims of 9/11 and thought, you know what? this would make for a great post-game winning tradition for the Sacramento Kings.
Like, what is that? Like a 10,000 HPS? I wonder what you can grow under that.
Yeah. Okay. It is California.
It is California.
You could, okay. You do.
Steal that beam real quick.
I was about to say,
I was like, is this red spectrum? This purple? Is it red or
You
blue
could,
spectrum? Or what are we talking here?
you could do an endorsement deal with a local dispensary. It's
Down at Hydro Farm, come get your light the beam lights after every Sacramento win.
I think we're on to something.
Hey,
I think
we need a check.
yeah, Miguel, replace the drum mallet with a chancla. I do think that's a good point. That might be a little too on the nose, but there are ways to maybe make it more San Antonio centric or San Antonio themed, or have something else that's
We need the drum like mounted in its own area with its own like kind of like
like Stonehenge and
like how the football teams do, like the 12th man
like
or the
Stonehenge and Spinal
Yeah.
Tap, where it just
And
comes down slowly from the ceiling, and then it's a little tiny drum.
the coyote dangling along next with it.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking. The
Yes.
coyote
Yes.
brings the drum down from the rafters
Yes.
at the end of Win. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
So I agree. There,
Little element of danger in there.
or maybe the fog machine so it looks
No.
it looks like the drum is
It's
descending
humid.
from heaven.
It's humid enough.
The
man.
heavens are parting.
Yeah, I mean that would look cool. It had to be that cold fog. Can't be that hot fog.
Maybe we could have bats carry it down. Just have a horde of release a horde of bat, like Auburn releases the war eagle and it
Yeah.
flies around.
We need to have like I want to know that needs to be like a San Antonio special day. Like the coyote comes out as dressed as Batman, like he did.
Yeah, he does. I was about
Because
to say,
on this day, January 8th was the day of the Music City Miracle.
oh yeah, I guess
That's
that
the
checks
anniversary.
out.
And then January
playoff.
6th, not J6, but before that, Nancy Kerrigan got her leg hit with a baton by.
Oh well, there was more violence that happened to Nancy Kerrigan than happened in Capitol that day. You and I both know that, Cap.
Yeah. Someone actually got hurt.
Happy January 6th to all those who celebrate. No, yeah, I think there are just I think I like the initial
Yeah.
concept of it, but I would like it would be badass
To have it like come down,
and
like
have it descend, and we're all just like
I would
looking
stay
up,
to watch
look-
that.
Yes,
I would stay to watch
like
that.
I think there are ways. I think
Rolling
there are
it out
ways-
there on a little cart, miss me with that.
Yeah.
But like
No, I want the coyote riding the drum down like
almost zip lining into the drum while it's being lowered.
okay,
down, and
zip
it's
lining from the HEB fan zone
Yeah,
down onto court level.
yeah.
Look, no idea is a bad idea here.
Hey, zip lines are fun.
At the end of the day, the thing I love most is that NBA teams are embracing the absurd, silly bit. And that is a victory. That's a win for all of us.
Everything's got to be for the gram, man. Come on,
Apparently
TikTok
so.
and gram. It's all got to be commercial.
Well, if it's a good bit, I'm for it. And I like where the NBA is heading with all of these post game.
I will allow AI to make something up, a visual, so we can have it. So if anybody wants to go on AI and make a visual of our idea,
Yeah, someone who has
and
access.
they will give it to LG, and he can sneak into a room and just leave it on a producer's desk.
Someone who's got access to AI video generation, create a video of the coyote riding a drum down from the rafters at the Frost Bank. We need that for a new show intro. Oh, maybe that's okay.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe, all right. We got ideas to work on.
Hey, work on that copyright so we don't infringe on them, LG.
Did you anything else on the Spurs before we move on?
Nah, that's it. I'm I'm excited for these games this weekend, so we got to step up, but no more back-to-backs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
getting a bit old.
Unless I'm at the strip club.
Let's jump into or the doctor's office. Let's jump into the main seggy. We got to talk NFL wildcard weekend. We'll hit on the coaching carousel as well. But as we sit here right now, I am 3 behind you in our picks. And looking at the schedule, I looked at it earlier. The total amount of NFL games we have remaining. So we have 6 this weekend. And then next weekend, what is it? 4 or 5?
Next weekend.
I'm trying to do the math in my head thinking about it.
Oh, we do 7 go in, so that's 3 and 3, 6.
Yeah, it's 4. So it's
Oh,
6.
6 this weekend.
6 this week, 4.
next,
So that's an average of 5 a week. So we're going to pick 6 this week and 4 next week. We're going to pick all the games. So that keeps us on 10. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To keep
yeah.
it even?
You're trying to win.
Well, no,
I got a W.
The NFL season's not over. We're still picking games.
Zeb may have beat me in fantasy. But
I don't understand.
I beat you real life.
The fantasy season ended though. The real season is ongoing and we continue to pick NFL
The
games.
real season.
So we will be picking all of these games. I figured we'll just burn through them in order here because we do get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday games this weekend and wild card weekend. Let me start with, do you know, or did you know, there's never been a road favorite in the modern era of the NFL?
What?
No, listen. That's not the end. That's not the end of the sentence.
Okay.
There's never been a road favorite in the history of the modern NFL cover a double-digit spread.
Oh, okay.
The Rams at Panthers, the first game on Saturday, is a 10.5 point spread in favor of
No
the Rams.
respect. The Panthers beat the Rams
They did.
in their house.
They did. 10.5 points.
And
3:30
I think they had
kickoff.
Devontae Adams for that game too.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was before the injury. 3:30 kickoff on Fox. Battle of the former 1-1 Stafford against Bryce Young.
Man. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. No, I mean the
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
So I mean, all right. So do I have to pick first because I'm?
Well,
ahead?
do you want to do picks game by game, or you want to do picks at the end? We'll talk about them all first. And,
Okay. Yeah, we can do
and
picks at the
marinate.
end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it right there. Rams have already lost once to this team,
Yeah.
but yet are double-digit favorites traveling all the way across the country for a 3:30 Saturday playoff game. All of these red flags are shooting up in my mind that Carolina probably still doesn't win this game, but I think it's closer than 10 or 11 points.
What do you do against high-scoring, elite offenses to slow them down and pull out a win
You run the ball,
with a strong running game?
Mm-hmm.
What does Carolina have?
well, last time I checked, a pretty strong running game.
Like, the disrespect is crazy right here, man. To me, like, they showed that they can work the clock, keep Stafford on the bench. He's good for 1 pick a game, like an interception. Like, yeah, as good as he is, he always has that one mental flub.
Well, and we've seen him return to earth a little bit here lately
Yeah.
with the way he ended the
And the Carolina's
regular
D
season.
line is, I'm not going to say top 5, but maybe 7th.
I was about to say if it's right there on the fringe,
Yeah, 7th or 6th best,
Yeah.
you know, but like
somewhere between 5 and 8.
all the tools and all the things you need to beat that team, Carolina has. But they are rookies. So that's where I'm just like, I don't think they're going to win, but I think they keep it within a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think so too. Just for all of those reasons you listed, it was week 13 that the Panthers beat the Rams. That ended the Rams' 6-game winning streak.
When everybody was on the Rams jock.
Right, and everyone was on Matt Stafford MVP jock. And the way you mentioned it, the way Carolina won that game, 164 yards rushing on 40 carries. Like it was methodical. It was control the clock, control the
Big plays.
big plays, keep your offense on the field as long as possible, even if it just results in long drives for field goals. You're keeping the Rams offense off the field, which is a win. for Carolina. It was also Bryce Young's best game of the year,
Yeah.
which I don't know how much that is worth thinking about a rematch. Is it Bryce Young
He's seen the big
having something against that Rams defense, or was it just a flash in the pan and Bryce Young put it all together for one game and it wouldn't have mattered who they were playing?
I mean, Bryce Young played meaningful games in college. He's Alabama, he's a champion. So it's not like he's going to underperform, in my opinion, when the lights are bright. He's been underneath those bright lights his whole career. Probably not since he got to the NFL, but now when he was under him, which, by the way, that Tampa and Carolina game, their last game, the officiating was horrible. They definitely wanted Baker Mayfield in that.
Oh, they were trying their best.
They tried it was just almost unwatchable. But I don't like, they're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna play action. And they got McMillan. They got a good tight end. And Bryce Young can run it. He's not the fastest, but he's elusive.
Yeah, to me, it's more.
I think they're just gonna move the chains. Move chains, field position. Move chains, field position.
You can do that if you're also what created how many? They had 2 or 3 turnovers in that first game, because it was also forcing 3 turnovers from Stafford, multiple interceptions.
Let's call him a weak system quarterback like we do Purdy. 3 interceptions. Oh my God, he's the worst quarterback. He only is good because of Sean McVay.
Why do you have to make this about Brock Purdy?
Because I do.
Well, and first of all, Stafford and Purdy are nowhere close to the same class of quarterback.
Yeah, one's actually been to the show. I mean, damn it.
What are you talking about?
I'm muttering.
Because you're wrong. You don't want to backpedal.
Tart should have caught that ball, dude.
You're trying.
Tart, it was in your stomach.
Trying to defend a position you know is wrong in the name of fandom.
Stafford has the way better arm, and
Stafford is somehow still. I think Stafford is underrated. It's weird to think. You never see him
he's a Hall of Famer.
Right, but you never see every year at the beginning of an NFL season when we talk about the best quarterbacks in the league, Stafford comes in somewhere between 5 and 7. He's never top 3, never top 4. He's never listed
because he makes that one stupid play every game.
Sure, but
that's always been the thing. It's
show me what quarterback doesn't make one stupid play every game. It's not named Tom Brady or Joe Montana.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why we
or
don't.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Josh Allen makes a stupid play, but
right.
He picks it up with his feet. That's the whole thing. Is he's as slow as Eli, but he has that cannon of an arm, and that's who he is. So he never created that other weapon. He's not elusive. He's a statue back there, but he's intelligent, can make his reads, and he can throw it as hard as Brett Favre.
So 53 men on the Carolina Panthers roster. Out of the 53, take a guess how many are playing in their first playoff game this weekend.
47.
Okay, that would be insane. It's not that high, but you are definitely sniffing what I'm putting down. 31 players.
31, yes.
31 of the 53 have never played a playoff game.
Yeah, over half the team this is their first.
And this is a lot of the same backbone of the Rams team that won a Super Bowl.
So who's going to be the vet that's going to get everybody focused? I don't see it on the offensive side. I see it on the defensive side.
It's interesting. So the Rams, speaking of defense, the Rams defense was above expectations the first half of the season and then completely cratered down the stretch. They gave up almost 30 points a game the second half of the year.
As soon as they started getting talked about being
a little
the best well-rounded team in football, all of a sudden the defense was just giving up 30 points.
Started to crater. So if I still think this is going to end up being a lower scoring game. I didn't look to see what the total over under is on it. But I would still.
I see 24-17.
That probably feels fair. So the total over-under is 45.5. So what'd you say, 24-17?
That's under.
So you're under at 41. Yeah, I think it's probably under that.
Yeah.
Because I do think Carolina.
That's a hold. That's a pick.
It's also
Oh! That's Miami. You got to get that one, baby.
So if you're watching along live, it's 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter of the CFP game, and Miami just dropped 2 chances at an interception.
Yeah. The guy who had the chance
Oh,
tipped the ball,
yeah.
and then it goes right into the hands of the other guy. And are your gloves slick?
He had 3 chances himself to.
Are your gloves wet or what, man? They were in your hand. It was in your hands.
Any other thoughts? Rams Panthers. I think this is the most boring matchup,
Yeah,
and we've
this-
spent too much time talking about it
Because
already.
it's not the exciting. Like if the Rams do their job, it's going to be running the ball, moving the chains, field position. That doesn't make for an exciting game. And if they don't, you're just going to see a blowout from, the Panthers if they do their job. Then you're just going to see a blowout from the Rams.
Yeah. Now I think
We are who they thought they were.
Yeah, the expectation obviously is that the Rams take care of business here and move along.
Yeah.
The other game on Saturday, 7:00 game on Amazon, a
I'm gonna have to figure
divisional.
out which channel I'm watching all these things on.
I know. I was trying to talk Uncle Andy through the process.
Peacock's got one of them probably.
No, well, the Sunday night game,
Oh yeah,
but it's
ABC.
also on NBC.
Oh,
Yeah.
NBC, yeah.
No, the other Saturday game, Saturday night, division matchup, Packers at Bears. You want to take a guess on this line?
Bears -1.5.
Kind of surprising that it's not that. It is exactly the opposite.
Packers -1.5.
Yep.
I was giving them the edge, but they don't have home field advantage.
Right.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. Like, I want to get excited because it's the most rivaled team, that's faced off the most and all the history behind it. But, like, Jordan Love, man, he is just so inconsistent. I don't like him as a quarterback.
You mentioned, so I read this earlier, Packers, Bears have played each other more times than any team in NFL history. They've only ever met in the playoffs. This will be the 3rd time ever.
Oh, wow.
So it's really rare that they meet in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Despite playing each other every season for 5+ decades.
So yeah, I mean, it's like who's gonna enforce their will, in my opinion. Like both of them got you got Josh Jacobs on the Packers. They're gonna try to run it, but then they're gonna rely on Jordan Love throwing the ball. Play action and whatnot. The Bears, if they impose their will with Swift and Monangai and run the ball, Caleb Williams can do the play action. They both got the same game, playing style.
Yeah.
So who imposes their will? Which defense do I rely on more? Kind of rely on the Bears.
I think, it feels like the Bears, mentioned talking about the Spurs being a year ahead of schedule. It feels like the Bears are a year ahead of schedule. Mm-hmm. And it kind of feels the Bears remind me of what the Commanders were last year with, a first-year new head coach. Of course, Dan Quinn had experience. Ben Johnson doesn't. Yeah. The, stud, high-picked quarterback that you're building the whole franchise's future around. And all of a sudden...
Which is a quarterback desert in Chicago.
Right. It's amazing. They're the only franchise that's never had a 4,000-yard passer. It's crazy. It's insane.
Another doinker, but it went in? Oh, my God.
Who was that? Ole Miss? So 17-16 now, another doink. Yeah, it just feels like they're a year ahead of schedule. So that, to me, either we see a random NFC conference run like we saw with Washington, or they lose this game and we all say, well, I mean, what did you expect from the Bears this year? They've already overachieved. And I kind of think it's going to be the latter. I think I still
Yeah, I was thinking like Jordan Love's been there, but he's also had two of the worst games I've ever seen in the playoffs.
and he has missed the last 2 games because of the concussion he got in the Bears matchup.
I think they held him out last game.
Oh, I think so, definitely. Since the Parsons injury, Packers have lost 4 straight, and the defense looks nothing of the same. The Packers, the whole idea on pushing all the chips to the middle to get Micah was they felt like they were one player away from making a Super Bowl run themselves. Now we saw them in the first half of the season with Micah. Now we've seen them without. They kind of look like the same Packers we've seen the last few years now on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, I would expect this one to be fairly high scoring. I don't think this is going to be
The only thing that
weather would be
weather-wise.
the only thing.
So I haven't looked at the
weather in Chicago Saturday night.
and that thick grass at Soldier Field.
Yeah, they're trying
Do
to.
you think that's why they haven't had a 4,000-yard passer? I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, it's got to be that grass, that turf. Grow it high.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because you look at I think it's probably mostly like look at who they've had at quarterback for the last
And it's
for
also,
our whole lifetime. Who's the best natural passer they've had? Jay Cutler
yeah, and
in our lifetime.
yeah, I know, and like
not
old color,
McMahon
I just loved his like didn't give an F attitude.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like,
absolutely did not. He was deer hunting off of an app on his phone with the remote shot he had set up on his deer blind. Caleb Williams probably the best
yeah.
natural ball thrower they've ever had at quarterback in our lifetime since the 90s or since the
I love how Caleb Williams pisses off all the old white curmudgeons. He wears nail polish,
buddy. It's not just white curmudgeons.
It's everybody.
If you're old, no matter what demographic you're in, there's a good chance
The old curmudgeons.
you don't support males using fingernail polish.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Baseball catchers do it all the time.
It's not anymore because they got
Not
the
anymore. Yeah,
electronic.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, now all the catchers that liked painting their nails have to find some other excuse. Like,
They just paint their toenails.
yeah, exactly.
Can't see those.
But no, I mean, I think the Bears are ahead of schedule. It wouldn't surprise me if they do win this game and make a deep run, but at the same time, I think they've kind of already overachieved, and the Packers are seeing a window that they thought was open, and now without Micah, how much steam do they have going in, on a 4-game losing streak going into this game Saturday night?
When do you pull the trigger on Jordan Love? They gave him the big contract.
Yeah.
But when do you give him another contract or do you give him a 2-year let us see it contract?
I think the way NFL quarterback contracts are handled, there's no way you let him leave your organization unless you have the guy lined up to replace. Like, you're not letting him walk without a plan.
It's kind of like an Indy with Peyton Manning. Like, oh, Peyton got hurt in the beginning of the year. We tanked. We got the first pick overall, and we're drafting Andrew Luck.
And then you're moving on.
Yeah.
Or
But they got Jordan Love when they had Aaron Rodgers and took a first round pick.
well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
That's more what I'm saying. I don't think Green Bay is afraid to draft another quarterback high up and tell Jordan Love, look, dude, it's your job until it's not. Like, you got to produce, you got to win. You've seen what we did to Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Why would you not think we're going to do the
This is
same
Green Bay,
thing to
baby.
you? Yeah. Which, I mean, again, I think every NFL team should be drafting a quarterback every single year.
Yeah.
Not in the first round, but somewhere in the draft. You should always, every year, draft a quarterback.
So you're saying
every single year.
We call that the Purdy effect.
I mean, teams have been doing it before. You could
Come
call it.
on now.
Could call it the Brady effect,
Yeah,
because
the Brady.
Belichick was the biggest believer in that. He did it in Cleveland and New England, which is how they ended up with the
So
gift.
Brady was like, get Garoppolo out of here. He's a little too pretty.
Another, again, drafting quarterbacks at every single chance you get.
Castle. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I could see, yeah, Belichick was a big believer in that, man. He always used a mid to late round pick on a quarterback.
Those are the only 2 Saturday games. Sunday, we get a triple header starting with the noon game. Bills at Jags. I think this is obviously Niners-Eagles is probably the game I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah.
But I think Bills-Jags might be the most interesting matchup.
I see a shootout.
I kind of do too. You want to take a guess on the line?
I don't think they're gonna disrespect the Bills. So the Bills minus 2.5.
Close, 1.5. Bills minus 1.5 on the road in Jacksonville. You say they're not going to disrespect the Bills. I ask, why respect them? I mean, what is
Josh Allen.
That's it.
That's it.
And the run game.
The run. I mean, James Cook, but he wasn't James Cook of last year.
No.
The run game is Josh Allen.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, like this is a beatable Bills team. They have not been the dominant one going into the playoffs where we're like, oh, we can't wait to see the Ravens Bills or Chiefs Bills. You know, anybody like the one that's like Broncos are the scariest team in New England, but you're also dealing with young quarterbacks. You're gonna have to be defense reliant. Anybody can win an AFC right now.
Feels like it. I mean, it feels like it kind of, who are the proven quarterbacks in the playoffs right now? You can't say Josh Allen is proven
to get to the AFC Championship.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you look at the guys that have actually shown they have what it takes to win it. They have done it. 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh. And
God, I hope he loses.
I mean, it's him.
Should have lost, man.
And Matt Stafford. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the list of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
With the
in
top
the playoffs
5 quarterbacks, the Joe Burrows, Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, he's kind of proven.
Yeah, Hurts. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hurts. I just think with all the offensive struggles they had this year, I tend to forget. But yeah, absolutely, Jalen Hurts.
Struggles keep going.
Yeah, absolutely Hurts. But it feels, all of that to say, you say anyone can win the AFC. Anyone can win the Super Bowl. There's none of these teams are riding, waves of, even the
Seattle and it's Seattle and Los Angeles to lose, but we have seen LA can lose, Seattle can lose, like they only put 13 points up against the Niners who lost 2 linebackers and another DL during that game and a cornerback, and one of the linebackers, Bethune, he's out for the year with a groin tear. So it's like they only put 13 points up. Darnold, is he going to become the Magic, or is he going to fold underneath the lights? He folded last year.
Oh yeah, I think I would expect to see absolutely.
But I'm going ahead of schedule. We're still on the Jags bill. Trevor Lawrence has been putting up a buttload of points lately. He won some fantasy leagues for some people.
On this 8-game win streak they're on, you're starting to see another guy that was 1-1 overall. That offense started rolling, putting up 30 plus points a game the second half of the season. To me, as this game is about Buffalo, and that's the end of the story. The Josh Allen not having the prospect of Lamar Jackson or Pat Mahomes ending his season.
Yeah.
He looks across the AFC and says, I'm the most decorated, accomplished quarterback still playing football.
Yeah.
If this is not the year we make a Super Bowl run.
That pressure is real on him right now.
Not only the pressure on him, homeboy, Sean McDermott, the head coach.
Oh, he's out if they lose this game.
He's out. he is 0-5 in road playoff games as head coach of the Buffalo Bills. This would be 0-6 if they lose this game to Jacksonville. He's gone instantly. There's no way he keeps that
And
job.
Josh Allen was like visually upset about losing that last game of the year. Mm-hmm. He was not happy.
Well, and it came down to his missed throw in that at the end of that game.
But what did he
that
put up?
would have won it.
14 points the whole game, or like 13 points the whole game? Like,
I can't remember.
It was something that was low. It wasn't Josh Allen.
No.
We know because I had him in fantasy and I lost some of them. Anyway, does he get his juju back? Could. Does Trevor Lawrence keep throwing the ball like he is? Very well could. This is going to be, in my opinion, a shootout. This is the biggest toss up for me.
Yeah, I think this is the game that has the most on the line. You could see, the Josh Allen narrative of, all of the pressure of having Mahomes and Lamar out of the
Or Burrow.
or Burrow, absolutely.
You don't have to go through those guys.
No, it's everyone is looking at you and saying you need to get to a Super Bowl this year because you are the best quarterback still playing in the AFC.
And you play for the Bills.
And the coach, again, like if you don't have to go through Andy Reid or John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
If this isn't the year you take the Bills back to a Super Bowl, you're probably not around 48 hours after you lose this game.
He's fired
Sunday.
in 24 hours.
Exactly, yeah.
That's going to be a dirty Monday.
So all of that, for all of those reasons, I think that's the game I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because I think Jacksonville's good. I think Jacksonville is really good, as they've shown over the second half of the season. Like the kind of sneaky talent, or not talent, the kind of sneaky AFC South teams between the Texans and the Jags. Two Texans on 9-game win streak, Jaguars on an 8-game win streak.
You could see that could be the AFC final.
Exactly. And that, I think, that's why it's so interesting to me, because it feels like the whole narrative around the Bills is going to change one way or another, depending on that first game, noon Sunday on CBS. Oh, Jim! We get it.
Jim!
Oh, Josh Allen!
Oh, look at him. He's going to check it down right here. Go. Look at this run.
We're going to get a lot of weird noises from Romo during that game as he talks about the Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence matchup. The afternoon game, 3:30 on Fox, Niners, Eagles. And then we have the night game on NBC, Chargers at Pats.
You just gonna gloss over the 3 o'clock game?
No, that's tell me why.
You shut your dirty mouth on the chat.
Tell me why your Niners travel across the country and win a game where they are 5.5-point underdogs.
Oh, give me the give me those points.
I'm taking the points because I think they'll cover, but tell me why they win the game.
They win the game because Christian McCaffrey's the best running back in the league. That's what's going to happen. And because of that, he basically gave over an interception at the end of the Seattle game. He is on fire. He is pissed. You should have heard him on his interview. And what is the one weakness the Eagles defense has is running the ball. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a tough game because the narrative is we played a team that actually had a good defense and couldn't pull it off at home. So why are we going to go on the road and play another team that has a solid defense and do the job? Well, because we are professionals. The Niners have been there. We go to NFC championships and Super Bowls, and we're going to expose Jalen Hurts. That's all we're going to have to do.
I mean, it seems like this year more than any, the exposing Jalen Hurts hasn't been as tall of a task as it has been in the past.
And this dysfunction that they've had all year. AJ Brown's still a beast, but is his heart into it? Yeah, he's going to show up, but somebody's gonna have to go against DeAndre Lenore. We're gonna shut down the left side of the field, like the right side for the offense. That is basically like it's like Richard Sherman. He didn't follow a player, but he was just a right side cornerback, and that was his job. So Saquon, I believe can he hold the luck? Can he bring that magic back of last year against a banged up Niners defense that got ran the F over by Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker III?
Yeah. I'm just not sure you all of a sudden can turn that back on. I mean, if you're Barkley, if you're the Eagles running game, it feels like
because you need the linemen to be a part of that as well.
That's what I was about to say. It feels like it's not Barkley that is the problem there.
Yeah.
It's the ins and outs of that offense, or the guys being in and out of the lineup on that offensive line for the Eagles. There was no continuity, consistency among their offensive line all season. Once you got through the first part of the season, started seeing injuries, and they never got the run game going whatsoever. And it's kind of the same way we talked about. What gives the Panthers the best shot to beat the Rams? I think you nailed it. The Christian McCaffrey is going to touch the ball 30 times, minimum 35,
He's
probably
going
40.
to touch it over 50% of the time. That's how we win the game.
So if you're getting, that's
Catching, he's going to catch the ball 7
about to say, at
to
least-
9 times,
so giving,
and he's going to rush it for 20, 25 times.
right. So and if you add that up,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
all right, it's about. I was doing the math in my head because I was thinking the same thing. I was betting he gets 7-8 catches, and then
And Brian
25,
Robinson
23,
Jr.
25.
has actually been he's pulling off 7-yard chunks when we have to rest McCaffrey. But we have veteran skill players. George Kittle, Trent Williams is coming back. Pearsall is coming back, who's turned into a number 1 wide receiver threat, with Brandon Ayuk pulling an Antonio Brown, and just like I've never seen someone just sabotage their career so early.
Pretty shocking.
Like how you just got this $120 million contract and you literally just said F it, and you just run around doing whatever you want. Like it's Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say.
Yeah, like I don't get it. And he was such a great player, good blocker down the field, Kyle Shanahan style football, and but like Pearsall is that man. Like we saw what happened with our pass game last week. Without Pearsall, we weren't that good.
Oh, you saw what happened to your rush game as well. I mean, McCaffrey had his worst game of the year.
Stacked the box.
Yeah,
And we didn't have
because you didn't have any.
the all-world Trent Williams
Yeah,
either.
you didn't have anyone to throw to on the outside. So
A banged up Kittle.
put on your most critical Niners hat
Yeah.
and tell me why the Eagles are favored by 5.5 in this game.
Because we're playing third stringers and we're putting Kendrick what is it? Kendrick who used to play for the Vikings? Eric Kendricks.
Oh, Eric Kendricks. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
played
now
for the Cowboys for a minute.
He's now our starting middle
Y'all have
linebacker.
Eric Kendricks.
Yeah. We went through 7 linebackers. 7.
He's a veteran.
So
at least.
this is why they're favored, is because, as per always, all year since we've been the most injury-riddled team in this half century. Like I want to see on like all-time lists. I'm like, are we the most injury-riddled team for the last 5 years? But
you got to be close.
yeah, dude,
I mean,
this is insane.
if nothing else, it's got to be the most money on the IL in the last 5 years.
I don't get it, man. Like, what can make us? Are they calling this targeting? Or
I believe they did just call that targeting. We're watching the. We still got the Ole
looks
Miss
like-
Miami game. Helmet to helmet.
Yes, but he was showing the shoulder, and he's not defenseless.
Yeah, he is at that position, isn't he? Going across the middle. Don't they rule that a
But
defenseless?
he's watching it. Like defense is like when you don't see it coming. Oh, he's like, oh,
He did, yeah.
Split second to be like, oh, sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know. They picked up a targeting call
Yeah.
early in this game that looked like it was a no-brainer.
They're gonna say he loaded up on that one.
Niners. Final thoughts. Niners Eagles before we move on.
If if the offense does what it does, we win the game, and we've shown that we can put 40 up on anybody, but can our defense stop Jalen Hurts and that stupid tush push and these stupid Eagles and their stupid fans and get our victory back when they went to the Super Bowl last time when were on Christian McCaffrey was quarterbacking our team.
Oh, that was the Purdy. Yeah. That was
Purdy's
Purdy
first
gets
year.
injured. Who was the
Garoppolo got injured, and then we had
Josh Johnson, maybe?
Yeah, Josh
Yeah,
Johnson
who just was playing still for the Commanders this last week. I forgot about it. That's why they changed the rule.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Where we can have 4 quarterbacks.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was. So you're seeing. We mentioned, Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, the only quarterbacks in the playoffs this year that have won a Super Bowl. Purdy has at least been there.
Yeah, he's been to 2 NFC championship
Right,
games,
one Super Bowl. How about a game where both quarterbacks are looking for their first postseason win?
Ooh.
Chargers at Pats, Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Take a guess on this line.
Pats minus 5.5.
Not as much as I would have thought. Only 3.5. Pats
3.5.
minus
Oh.
3.5.
Man, did they uphold it? Personal foul.
Yeah, that's a different one. Now
Okay.
that we've moved on, I missed the
Oh,
targeting.
so they upheld it. They call this a personal?
That
Yep,
is.
yep.
Yeah. Can't dive in late.
He's on the ground, man. You weigh 350. Don't do that. Yeah, so the Pats, man, Drake May, Ken Drake May, this is going to be his,
He's going to finish second in MVP voting if he doesn't win it.
yeah,
I mean, it's either him or Stafford.
good. The only thing that I would say, because I would give him no shot just because I'm you're damn near a rookie. He didn't even play a full season last year. So, but I believe in so much in Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
He's such a good coach. He made Tennessee a contender, for many years, or at least in the mix for playoffs every year.
I mean, hell, look at what Michigan's been like since Harbaugh left. I mean, Harbaugh was doing apparently a pretty damn good job at Michigan too.
While he was stealing signs,
Eh,
the
minor
new coach is
minor
just
detail.
banging interns.
All minor details.
Allegedly.
DMing OnlyFans girls. I mean, again, he who hasn't cast the first stone. What are we talking about here?
Well, I mean, I've texted an OnlyFans girl, but that's just my friend.
Well, see, that still counts. Again, as I said, cast the first
And I
stone.
didn't know she was OnlyFans until I go into her house and I see the camera set up, and I'm like, oh!
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh!
I'm sure there were no clues that could have let you know that.
I mean, I don't know what. I'm not going to judge or be like, what do you do on your own time? How do you make your money? Don't come ask me those questions.
Yeah, I was about to. I look at you and I think OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Definitely.
Feet finder.
Who?
Find me.
Yeah, God, some freak would pay big money for your feet. Which one between Drake May and Justin Herbert? Who do you have more confidence in
Herbert.
going into this game? Oddly, right?
Herbert, man.
Oddly.
But he never has reliable receivers. Quentin Johnston is hit or miss. He's streaky. Lad McConkey's a shadow of himself this year. I don't know what is he had a hell of a rookie year. And I thought he was just going to be a PPR machine, chain moving machine. The new Edelman, the new Wes Welker, just that white boy that could do it. He's been missing, MIA, but they got the rookie tight end Goldston. I don't know how to say it. Gadsden. And old man Keenan Allen, who can, he's supposed to have the best hands in the game, but I've seen him drop balls.
The irony of this game, the Patriots were the only team that went undefeated on the road this year, and they're playing a home playoff game.
Yeah.
I do. Do you buy in?
How many? But they've only played 3 teams with a winning record.
Oh yeah, no, their schedule's soft. If you
Yeah.
actually look at it, it's incredibly soft.
It was Charmin.
Yeah, I mean the difference between the Patriots 14-3 record and the Chargers 11-6.
The
I
Chargers,
don't think it's that much of a difference
the
if you
Chargers
look
played
at
the Chiefs. They
right.
played the Texans.
Well, and
they
the Chiefs
played-
were, yeah, but
Well, they played the Chiefs in the beginning, the first year,
Yeah.
game of the year when we
the
didn't
Brazil
realize-
game,
Yeah,
where at that, and they won that game, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did, yeah. The fun. I don't think I wouldn't have known this until I read it earlier. The Chiefs' defense gave up the least amount of passing yards this regular season.
because you could just run all over them.
Well, okay, minor detail, but a team
Why are
like
you gonna throw the ball when you can just run it down their throats?
well, that's not going to be great for the Chargers Sunday going up against Henderson and
Whoa.
yeah.
I love
And
me some
Stevenson.
Henderson. Stevenson, he's a banger, and like he's like the Rico Daddle, in my opinion, where nobody believed in him, and he just has a chip on his shoulder now.
Yeah, that's a fair
because they
comp.
drafted Henderson. Was it first or second? The second round, I believe.
I think he was second.
Yeah, but that's high in football standards now. You only-
High in running back standards.
Yeah, running back. I meant, yeah. So you only get one running back in the first round. So I think can they stop the run and make them throw the ball? Can Herbert pull off some magic? I believe in Herbert. I believe in Jim Harbaugh. That's
Yeah.
going to be two great coached games.
I tend to think that this play is going to, or this game's going to come down to us being in here on Tuesday saying, I can't believe Mike Vrabel did that, or I can't believe Jim Harbaugh did that. Like it feels like it's going to
There's going to
be
be some fake punts.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Why go for two there? You
right.
know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something weird like that.
You're going fourth and 7 on your own 30. You're like, what?
I also
I see Jim doing that more than anybody.
Oh, for sure, yeah. More than John.
Yeah.
I think there is some truth to the idea that Herbert's 0-2 in the playoffs so far in his career. Drake May making his playoff debut. Two guys, very little playoff experience. They're going to watch both the games on Saturday. They're going to see the games going on before them on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get to Sunday night, primetime playoff game, I kind of think one of these guys is going to S himself on live TV. Like, I think we're going to see a really, really bad performance. This doesn't feel like a shootout to me. This feels like one
like
of
a
these
running
guys.
game, a running game,
And that's where I think it's
who's going to get the most turnovers.
as good as Drake May has been this year, and I'll probably eat this on Tuesday when we get in here and he throws for 370 and 4 touchdowns. But it feels like Drake May is more likely to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
New England's more likely to rely on the run game, and Vrabel's more likely to rely on their defense.
Yeah.
So I think you're potentially going to see a Patriots team that is just trying to find any way to win or get points on the board, which is what makes me think it could be a weird, like Vrabel, I can't believe you did that situation.
Dynamic type thing.
Yeah.
Like Herbert puts him in a position like to be like, oh my God, he completed like threw a 70-yard bomb. He's
Right.
got that arm. He's got everything you want in a quarterback. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. Make smart decisions. It's a pretty spiral he's got.
I'm kind of worried they let him run a little bit too much. He takes a beating.
Oh, the line is garbage.
Yeah, he takes a beating. And then lastly, Monday night, Texans at Steelers. Texans
Minus 2.5.
3. Yeah, you're
3,
right on
yeah.
it. Yeah, Texans. It opened. I think it actually opened 2.5 or 3.5, and then was bet down. So
I see Aaron Rodgers getting hurt in this game. I see that stupid look, like he's looking at his teammates, like it's all on them. Like like, why did you run that route? Why didn't you block for me? Why didn't you do that? Like he's gonna implode, like I've seen Aaron do so many times.
I don't think the Texans are going to have to do much offensively to win this game.
No, just run the ball. Will Marks is doing a great job. CJ Stroud just dink and dunk, and just rely on that ridiculous D line you have. That's like 7 deep, and
No, that Texans defense is nasty.
yeah. So whoever wins this game goes to Denver. And I can't wait to see. And I hope.
Well, it won't be for sure, right?
Well, Denver's number 1, and this is like you got.
Yeah, but they reseed after the round. So whoever the lowest seed is would go to Denver.
Yeah, and that's the Texans is one of the lowest seeds, and then obviously the lowest seed is Pittsburgh.
No. Bills are the 6th seed. Chargers are the 7th seed. Steelers are 4. Texans are 5. So if the Chargers beat the Pats, the
Texans
Chargers
went up that much.
Yeah, they won 9 straight games to close out the year. If the Chargers beat the Pats, they go to Denver. If the Bills beat the Jags and the Pats beat the Chargers, you're probably about to lose Saleh again the second time.
Yeah, I've already seen the writing on the wall.
Look, we're not going to spend a lot of time. This game is equally or more boring than Rams Panthers.
Yeah.
I know.
Why is it a Monday night game? Dude?
I know.
Why couldn't we have the Eagles and Niners on Monday? Like, give them rest.
Because the networks know that the Steelers are going to lose this game, and they want to make it all about Aaron Rodgers.
He had such a great career and
The
an
send-off.
homage. And
The send-off.
Collinsworth just slurping him up, dude.
Well, it'll be Troy slurping him. It'll be Troy and Joe because this is the ESPN Monday night game.
I hope Troy gives him the business. I love it when he gives quarterbacks the business.
It's pretty fun.
I love
So the only thing better than Troy giving current quarterbacks the business is Troy giving soft officiating the business. Talking about, all right, let's just put skirts on them while we're at it. I don't know. I don't even know why we still call this football. What are we doing out here?
Yeah, he's like, this is ridiculous. Oh, and another missed. Oh, but that's pass interference.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
got to be pass interference,
Yeah.
right? Or did he get the ball anyway? So
Yeah.
under 7 minutes left in the college game. Ole
do the
Miss
pick'ems.
has the lead, 19-17. Let's get our picks in so we can close out. We're going to go over 2 hours. I knew this would happen. God dang it.
We're gonna be close.
We're going to be close. All right, we'll go fast. Rams at Panthers. You pick first
Give me
because
the Panthers
you are
and
leading.
the Panthers and the points.
Yeah, that feels.
Hey, Miami cheerleaders, huh?
Oh, I thought it was what's her name, the porn star that is.
Mia Khalifa.
No, not me. LG, do some show research. Search Miami. Hell, iHeart won't care. This is show research. Miami Hurricanes
Oh, I think I remember. Like she's.
porn star fan. That should do it. Bella Danger. That's her name.
Oh,
She was in the crowd at Kyle Field, and you could
solid actor.
quickly. I'm sure. Emmy award winning any day now. You could see the amount of people that were reposting the screenshot, and it'd be like, "Is that who I think it is?" It's like, bro, you need step outside a little while. Like if you're picking out random porn stars in the crowd at a college football game, like go to a bar, talk to people.
I was like, "There's more OnlyFans girl than you realize. They're all porn stars."
Right. What is like? And you don't need to put yourself on blast by letting us all know that you immediately identified her from a crowd shot of 3,000 people.
What you doing, Miss Ellie? Oh,
Rams. So you're taking Panthers.
LG's
plus,
dog loves me more than him.
plus 10.5. Look, I don't see how you turn down 10.5 points in a playoff game. I'll go Panthers plus 10.5 as well. Packers at Bears. We're going Packers minus 1.5 on the line.
Coin flip. He gets because Odunze. What a run, Tony Malachi Tony. Oh man, he's gonna be a great NFL star. He's gonna be a Debo.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that switchblade. Coin flip, but Odunze comes back. Caleb Williams, home field. I go Bears.
And again, another underdog that you are picking, Bears plus 1.5. Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna have to pick some different teams to win, buddy.
I think I know where I'm going. I've got time. I've got time.
You got time? All
Because
right,
so we have 6 games this week, 4 games next week, 2 games, and then the Super Bowl. So we got 13 games left to pick. I'm only down 3. I don't have to get crazy here.
Get crazy.
I don't have to. I should have.
It's wild card weekend.
If the Bears hadn't recovered that onside kick, the Packers win that game.
Yeah.
I should have had that game to begin with. I'm not going.
What about the Eagles blocking the field goal and running it back for the
Oh, sure.
touchdown
Yeah.
and
No, you can do this
killing
with
my points?
You can do this with or
I've had
the
more of those this year than you.
the
so,
2-point conversion with Seahawks Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me. I like the Bears plus some points there.
The Bears. What was that? I saw no SNL skit where Chris Farley and old buddy from Cheers were talking. They're playing the 49ers. You know who loves the 49ers? Duck queers.
Mark that 9:57.
That was from some other show.
Do you realize you could quote?
I thought that was a good word. It's LBGTQ. I can say all those words.
Oh, I get. Well, okay, hold on. We have a moral debate here now because.
Boy, God, are you listening?
Was it? Well, remember it was Bijan when asked what game he played in the backyard.
But that's in hinting that you're going to beat up one of the.
Wait, you're trying to tell me that words actually don't have power and it's the context in which you use them?
Surprising.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
I
thought
any
we
logical, critical thinking
I thought
person
we just
might
had
just.
strong rules against words that we can never use ever again in the history of our society.
If that was the case, women wouldn't let me say moist.
Yeah, that's what is that? Anyway, all right, what the hell is that? Bills at Jags, Sunday at noon. Tones Rome's on the call. Bills 1.5-point favorites on the road.
I can't go against Josh Allen. I can't. I got Bills.
Bills to cover 1.5. Bills minus 1.5. You take your first favorite.
And Gary, the only Jag fan I know. Yeah, I'm picking against you. He's been riding high. He's also a Miami fan, so he's over here death gripping the remote. Probably.
Well, he's riding high right now, at least. If it's not this year for the Bills, as we said earlier, it's not happening with this current quarterback coach combination.
When he goes against the Lamar or the Patrick Mahomes, it's not him crippling under the pressure. It's him making miraculous plays and just being like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest game ever." But then you have Patrick Mahomes, topping him.
You know what? Screw it. I'm taking Packers and I'm taking Jags.
Go crazy.
I'm going
it's
crazy.
Wild. Get wild on wild card.
I'm switching. I am going Packers and Jags.
I got mind control over Debo over here.
Jags plus 1.5. McDermott's never won a playoff game on the road. Give me the Jags, at least hopefully with that 1.5-point hook, and then I'll take Packers.
Ooh, no catch.
Minus 1.5 over those Bears.
And you already know my pick for the other one. LG, you could suck up.
Minus 1.5. That's going to be me. Let me make a note so I remember I did that when I'm trying to figure out why the hell I did that. Niners, Eagles. Yeah, you're taking Niners plus the points. I am too. There's no reason. There's no reason they should be 5.5
One
points.
Brockthaniel Purdy.
And then
is excellent. 30 for 30, Brun.
That's easy. No, okay, and then Chargers, Pats. Pats minus 3.5.
It's gross. I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm going with the Pats.
Going with the Pats. Pats.
But my heart wants the Chargers to win. Love me some Herbert.
Well,
it's just that line, and he's got a banged up left hand.
Foxborough at night. Yeah, I think Vrabel finds a way to get it done. Despite, I think we're sitting here thinking it's
Chargers
either going to be
Chargers are ahead of schedule.
It's either going to be Vrabel, I can't believe you did that, or Vrabel, you glorious bastard, genius move to do that.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably what decides that. And then lastly, Texans at Steelers.
The Texans.
Yeah, Texans minus 3.5. That's why I changed that Packers pick, because I realized we were going to pick.
It would have been better if it was Baltimore. Thanks, Tyler Loop.
Yeah. Texans minus 3 and 3.5. Get that hook right. And then you're taking the Texans. Okay. So we agree on Panthers to cover. We agree on Niners to cover.
Look at the coach. They just called a pass interference on 4th and 8.
We agree. 4:14 left. We agree on Pats Texans. So we have I have Packers, you have Bears, I have Jags, you have Bills.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see how it goes down. First game Saturday, 3:30. You want to do some lightning round? Get out of here.
Let's hit it.
Hit me, LG. So we're sitting here. It is Miami is that's pass interference. We're watching the final 4 minutes of the college football playoffs here. So we're gonna potentially be massively distracted as we burn through this. I did want to start lightning round though with mention of all of the coaching firings and openings across the NFL right now. We had another one come down pretty. Not surprising that he ended up getting fired, but surprising that they didn't do it earlier this week. Mike McDaniel gets let go by the Dolphins. Of course, the big one was Tuesday. Tuesday when John Harbaugh got let go by the Ravens. So
Surprising.
all of a sudden, John Harbaugh became the best available. I think you would
he
say.
sits out a year?
No, I think he's jumping
He's gonna
right
hit.
back in it.
Because he's got the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
Like, even if one of the teams.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is the pick of the litter? What do you think the best job opening right now is?
Well, the best job opening is the Ravens, but
Right.
John Harbaugh's
But he's
gonna
not
go
going back there. Best job opening for John Harbaugh.
Not the Raiders, not the Jets, not the Browns.
At least the Raiders, you're getting your pick to get your quarterback this year.
Yeah. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Ole
Mississippi.
Miss.
That's a lot of time, though.
So what is it? 19. So 6 gets them to 25. They're going for 2. Got to go for 2. Make it a 3-point game.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this is a big play.
Yeah.
Raiders, and then I guess maybe Miami, but they're not gonna have like.
I think Miami is the. I think Miami
You
is.
got A-Chain that like.
I think Miami is potentially a worse job than Cleveland is right now because you're stuck with Tua, all the dead money on his
Tua's
deal.
gone.
But you're
Yeah, dead money. Yeah.
the financial ramifications of moving on from him.
So-
You don't have the high draft pick to get your new quarterback. You're basically in a transition 1 or 2 season, 1 or 2 year period. The Miami job to me is just as bad, if not worse, than the Arizona job. It's the same situation. You've got Kyler. You should probably move
They
on.
got the 2.
You got the 2-point for Ole Miss. You should probably move on.
This is why, honestly, this is why I think he sits a year. Why go get a bad resume whenever you can sit a year and Miami or Arizona can get that number 1 pick and may possibly get a Manning?
How convinced are you Jackson Dart is a franchise quarterback?
Stays healthy, man. He's a gamer.
New York's not a bad job if you're John Harbaugh. You go
Oh,
in,
yeah?
you immediately
forgot about New York.
you tell the Giants fire Joe Sheehan, however you say his name.
They got a good
A
DL.
longtime GM. It plays right into John Harbaugh's style of play. You've got the defensive pieces.
You got a runner.
You think exactly.
If Scottaboo stays healthy.
Well, and you've got a runner in Jackson Dart who can
Yeah.
replicate some of what Lamar Jackson did if you
That
want to
would
run
be
a
that.
similar.
So you answered
offense.
the question right there. That's the most desirable job in New York.
For him, I think it is.
Giants, not Jets.
Right, Giants. Yeah, I think
Not the Jets.
that is the answer. There is some part of me that if I'm John Harbaugh, I would be interested in either the Titans or Raiders. If I liked what I saw from Cam Ward on tape, if I'm John Harbaugh, I would
Yeah.
walk in there and say, look, I've got my franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
They're going to give me a couple years to build this
But
up.
is Mendoza coming out? Like he said he's staying.
Mendoza's coming out. The question
He said he was
the
staying.
question is, will Dante Moore from Oregon come out? That's the one that is
okay.
the big question. But if you like either Mendoza or Moore, and then you take the Raiders job and you're getting your quarterback at 1-1. I think that's what makes those jobs more desirable. Young quarterback. It's the most important asset when John Harbaugh is looking for a new job. Any of the names surprise you that got let go?
No.
I mean, Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year, but
Yeah.
felt like his time with Cleveland had come to an end.
He has no. I mean, you have Deshaun Watson on your depth chart.
If you were the Ravens, would you have split with Harbaugh at this point? Kind of just feels like you've had your chance.
I think, yeah. I mean, 2 Super Bowl victories. I don't know. Like everybody wants them. Like, are you gonna get someone better?
That's the thing. And whoever you're going for has got to be an offensive guy to pair with Lamar.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting Lamar's prime
Exactly.
right now.
So I think that's what they're looking at is like who's more valuable, Lamar or John right now to our franchise and to the business, and it's definitely Lamar.
Which job would you rather have between if you were one of the other coaches available? Who would you rather have, Baltimore or any of the other jobs? It's Baltimore clearly,
yeah,
right?
Clearly.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. Hit me, LG. You want to do the show ender? Let's
So I got one more. The only other
Okay, go
thing
for
I
it.
had. So I had the Alamo Dome announced another huge show
Yes.
earlier today. So September 23rd, Bruno Mars is coming to the Alamo Dome.
I love me some Bruno.
You look like a guy that loves
I love
Bruno
me some
Mars.
Bruno because this dude got like coke all over his nose.
Yeah,
He parties. I like to party.
He sings about chocolate mushrooms a lot. I noted in the so he's
He's a hell of a singer.
Yeah, him and Anderson.
I like Bruno Mars is my go-to for the ladies song too. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, that's
some Bruno on
most important. So some of these are the shows that are going to, if you're looking for parking at the Puma residence, these are the shows I think you're going to have to get in quick because parking's going to go. March 21st, Zach Bryan, huge. That show's going to be massive. That'll be 60,000 plus people.
yeah.
July 24th, AC/DC is still on tour. It's the Power Up Tour 2026.
Wow. I would almost want to go like. I want to see that's like Rolling Stones. Who's gonna stay around longer?
Yeah, who has the longevity. And of course, in San Antonio, that'll be a huge show.
Yeah.
This is just the month of September. Listen to what kind of hell my neighborhood is going to be. Also, when's UTSA football games next September? Because looking at these schedules,
Gonna be a lot of road games in the beginning.
buddy, I should have done my research. So September 12th, My Chemical Romance, huge tour.
It's gonna be all the moms with 5-year-old children.
It's it's all of it's all of people our age now taking their kids to MCR. It'd be cool to see My Chemical, but it'd be really, really cool to see Mars Volta again. They're opening for El Paso's own Mars Volta.
You're so cool.
September 16th, the 2026 World Tour for Guns N' Roses.
Whoa, Axel's still singing?
So 4 days after My Chemical, you're getting Guns N' Roses. A week after Guns N' Roses is the Bruno Mars show. And then September 29th is Iron Maiden. Like, dude,
Man.
if you put them all together, you're spending about $550,
Yeah.
maybe 600 after
You get
Ticketmaster
a
fees or
September
whatever.
Master Pass or something.
Right. That's what we need to talk to our friends at the Alamo Dome. If can't,
Maybe you sell like a September pass for parking on Puma's lawn.
now we're talking. Instead
There
of
you go.
20 a show,
Give
I'll
him a
cut
little
you a
lanyard.
deal.
Give him a little lanyard.
20 a show, it would have been 100. I'll do it for 95.
Yeah. And you're here. All right, hit me, LG. I said I would take the fine if this is going to be a copyright. What's up, Zeb, with the $10 super
Hey!
chat? The champ who broke my heart this year. Fantasy. I'm not taking the bait on this. I only played NBA fantasy over fantasy football. You know how to work the system.
Zeb's a hoop head.
All right, buddy. Good to hear from you, old Zeb. But
I love hearing the disdain in your voice.
Yeah.
Just having to say.
You get your own team. Get your own team next year, Zeb.
Look at that. Zeb agrees. Mars Volta, great band. Yeah, great show.
Don't know who it is.
Some of the greatest musicians Texas has ever produced. Spectacular. You ever heard of At the Drive-In?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's the same. It's
Ask me if I know a song. I just heard the name.
crossover. Well, see, you're cool enough to know the name. Anyway, let's see if this bit fails spectacularly.
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
All right, if we can cue up this in an amazing talent show in Miss Universe,
Oh, God.
Miss Chili comes correct, and she puts on one hell of a performance. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Oh, yeah, we're getting copyright infringement on this one.
I'm gonna pay it.
Okay. Whoa! What the?
That's coming from that body,
She sounds.
dude. I thought it was fake. I was like, I'm getting deep faked right
Are we
now.
sure it's not?
No, this is straight. I went to multiple sources, and she's going for it.
That. God. Look.
She's got my vote.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. You don't want to hear. Oh, baby, give me.
Oh no, I kind of do.
no.
I kind of do.
You want it to sound like you're getting plowed by a demon? I don't think you.
So that old demon sex.
There is nothing
I
about
was
that.
like, relinquish Satan from my body. I will exorcise the demon that's in you.
I don't need any part of that in my bedroom whatsoever. I will give you this though.
2 for 2.
You're 2 for 2. I kind of like, you might be picking the closing clip from now. It might end up where I'm asking you, oh, hey, Mr. Cap, can I please do the closing clip tonight? Also, I think I just said closing clip. Hey, on that note, enjoy the last 2 minutes of the college football playoff game here. Cap, tell the people how to get a hold of you and the program.
The program is sportscave.live on everything. TikTok, Insta, Facebook, whatever. And get a hold of me at the Captain's Chair 210, Insta and Twitter, X, and whatever.
Yep, all of that.
Yeah, whatever.
Nailed it. At Biggest Puma on X, Biggest.Puma on Insta. LG, when's the next stream?
Maybe Sunday.
Maybe Sunday. Maybe tune in to LG's house. Till then, tomorrow, roommate is confirmed.
Oh, who wins the internet?
Who won the internet is back tomorrow. Be looking for that audio file when we put it out. But till then, y'all enjoy the football this weekend. Be good, be safe. Peace.
Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. They don't do drugs.
Yeah!